Hi everyone, I'm Jodie and today we're going to be looking at Poly's 4-stage model of how to solve a problem, and we're going to be addressing this at a Year 3 class. Now the problem that we're actually looking at today is about aliens, so I'll read this out to you. Some tripods and bipods flew from planet Zeno. There were at least 2 of each of them. Now tripods have 3 legs and bipods have 2 legs. There were 23 legs altogether. So before I go any further, now that we're looking at the actual problem, it's important that we understand the problem. Now, in order for us to do this, we'll highlight some areas that is important for us to actually solve it. So when I'm looking at this, I have to remember that there were some tripods and bipods, and there has to be at least 2 of each. Now that's a really important factor to point out. Now tripods have 3 legs and bipods have 2 legs. So that's something that the Year 3s will need to take into account as well. Then we need to remember that there were 23 legs altogether in our problem that we need to solve. Now what we need to figure out in the first part is how many tripods were there, and then also B, how many bipods were there. And we also need to have 2 different answers for these questions. We're going to move to step 2 and devise a plan for solving. So I think of multiplication. So we need to divide certain numbers by either 2 or 3 in order to get to our number of bipods and tripods that we need to make up the 23 in total. So I also think of division. So we can use either multiplication or division with the assistance of our timetables. And then I also think of subtraction and addition that we'll need to use in order to get to that number of 23. So for our first part here, we need to see how many tripods there were. So this moves into our step 3 of actually carrying out the plan. Okay, so the first number that we're going to look at is number 15 on our 3 times tables. So our tripods have 3 legs and we need 5 tripods to get to 15 according to our times tables. So I've worked this out earlier here with our tripods. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tripods, and we'll just have a look to see what we can get once we subtract that from 23. So we need 23 legs in total. With our 5 tripods here that we've got, it gives us 15 legs. So if we minus that by 23, we've got 8 legs that are left. So if we look at our 2 times tables, what gives us 8? So we know our bipods have 2 legs, so we need 4 bipods according to our times tables to give us 8 legs. So we'll just check that here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 bipods here. And we needed to get to 8. So according to this here, we have 5 of our tripods. So 5 times 3 gives us 15 legs. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 of our bipods gives us 8, which gives us 23. So just to check that answer is actually right, I'm just going to count the legs here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So our first answer here, how many tripods were there? So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tripods. And B, how many bipods were there? 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're able to check that through our times tables here. Now, to look at the next number, we're going to use number 9, and I've put our tripods here ready. So 3 tripod legs times 3 tripods actually gives us 9 legs in total. Now to work ourselves backwards, we've got 23 that we need, minus by 9 will give us 14 legs that we need left. So if you look at our 2 times tables, 14 divided by 7 will give us 2. So in reverse here, it's the bipods have 2 legs times 7 bipods that we need in total to give us 14 legs. So I have to just grab one of these ones here. So we've got 1, 2, 3 tripods and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bipods. So just to double check that, we'll just do our times tables again. So we've got 3 times 3 of our tripods, which gives us 9. And then we've got our 2 bipod legs times 7, which gives us 14. And our 9 plus 14 should give us our 23 legs in total. And we'll just check that again. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So the answer for this one, A, how many tripods were there? We've got 3 tripods, 1, 2, 3. And how many bipods were there for B? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which gives us our 3 and our 7. And now if we wanted to use an ICT aspect, we can actually check this on our calculator. We've got 9 for our tripods and 14 for our bipods, which gives us 23 as well. Okay, now the last stage of our 4 model is look back at the actual solution, just to examine it and see how we think we've gone. So if I was to do that, I think that we've worked it out pretty well. We've acted it out, so it's helped children to visualise what is involved in the problem. We've looked at the whole process here. I've used the little aliens through these pictures here, acting as bipods and tripods, just to make it a little bit more fun and easy to solve the problem for the children. Now, they can also do a drawing or a diagram, and this helps you actually depict the relationship amongst the different pieces of information, making it more obvious for the children. Now, there is no need to have the pictures like I've used. They can do simple drawings such as this, just ensuring that they capture the essential parts of the problem to represent it. So 2 bipods here, 2 legs here for a bipod and 3 legs there for a tripod. Now, justification to the links of the Australian curriculum. We've got that it recalls multiplication facts of 2s, which we've used, and 3s, and also 5 and 10s related to division. And then another code that we've also looked at is representing and solving problems involving multiplication using efficient mental and written strategies and appropriate digital technologies. So for example, I've used the calculator just so that they've got that ICT aspect. Thanks everyone for watching. Bye.